I'm Paige Lindgren.
I'm Lena Taylor.
I'm Ryan Duffy.
And we all want to be in the
Psychology field.
So we called some people, and here's what happened.
Emergency room. Otherwise, please leave a message.
Hi, Dr. Fountain. I am a student at Palos Verdes High School. I'm calling to schedule or set up like a time where we can interview you. So Dr. Fountain called me back the next day. Super excited to schedule an interview with us. She's really sweet, really nice about it. And so we ended up interviewing Dr. Fountain. So it was great. We're here at our interview. We're excited. Look, we're excited. Woohoo! Road Trip Nation.
We have our Road Trip Nation book and our questions we're going to ask, and we're prepared and ready to go.
At our interview.
We're here 2 minutes early.
How did you deal with failure, like, along the way?
It's tricky. I mean, it kind of can be shocking when you're not expecting it, but using, your professors or your teachers or friends it's really helpful to lean on people and just check in and get that motivation and support from other people.
And are you happy with what your career has brought to you so far?
Yes. I mean, some days can be tough. Some people come in really angry, and I know they're not angry at me, it's a situation. But it can be hard some days. But for the most part, getting to see people kind of like the light bulb switch for them, or choosing a different path for themselves, or even just talking to a friend differently, or thinking of themselves differently. If they had really low self-esteem and they just were really nice to themselves that day, it's awesome to be a part of and witness.
Do you have any advice for us, like any things, any like do's and don'ts?
Let me tell you, for my 30 years of experience on this planet, again, be patient with your process. Don't be too hard on yourself. Life isn't that serious. Have fun. Find balance. Pay attention to school, but find balance. With this field, I would say challenge yourself. Try things that you wouldn't think that you would be good at or you'd want to do, because during those years when you have supervisors or professors, you can lean on them and you can ask them questions and you can pick their brains. So do it. Ask a lot of questions. Don't be afraid to ask.
Know that you wish you knew at our age.
Just be patient with yourself. You're always running to get to the next thing and meet the next challenge, and it becomes more about I did that, okay, now to the next thing. Just slow down and enjoy it and be nice to yourself. It's so easy to be oh, you didn't get that A, next time you gotta get that A. It's motivating, but don't beat yourself up about it. There was a reason why maybe that A didn't happen, and it's not even about the A. It's about the process. Learning something, even if it's kind of boring, it's part of the process for you. And if it's not really striking a chord with you, do your best to try and find something of interest in it. And that might be telling you that that's not part of the field that you want to go into. I mean, I wasn't really interested in biology. I wasn't really interested in becoming a psychiatrist and learning more about medication in that way. I learn about it and know more about it because I'm a psychologist, so I have to help my clients kind of know different paths, but it wasn't my thing. So I found what was my thing, and that was talking and interacting with people.
How did you decide to become a psychologist, or what steps led you to that?
Well, to start, in elementary school, there were jobs in the classroom, and one of them was being a peacemaker, where you got to help people out with finding solutions to problems and things without them having to go to the teacher. And I loved being a part of that and talking with different kids in the class. I mean, they were my peers, but helping them to find solutions. And that kind of just followed me through growing up, trying to find solutions. Also trying to find solutions for myself. In high school, I was in my own therapy, and I knew that it was so helpful for me talking about what was going on with my friends or my boyfriend at the time or my parents, that I figured if I liked it so much and I got a lot out of it, maybe I could help somebody else. So by the time I got to college, I was in love with all of my psychology classes and looked up to my professors, and I just knew that that was a field that I was really interested in.
What steps did you take to get to where you are now?
Let's see, in high school, I took a psychology class. After that, just getting into the college general education, taking a lot of psychology classes, even to get my gen eds done. In college, if you wanted to go to grad school, they encouraged you to be a part of other things, like being a research assistant in a lab or something like that. So that's what I did. I worked in a study that a professor was leading. And then I applied to grad school. And then with grad school, you have to also do internships.
So we just did our interview.
It went well.
It wasn't even scary. Like, she was like super nice, and we asked a lot of questions, and
She was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, she was sweet. So yeah, it was good. I'm feeling good about it.
And I learned a lot from her.
Yes, it makes me more excited to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and I feel like I thoroughly learned a lot about the field and what it's like to be a psychologist.
Great. She brought up points that I've never even really thought of, and that was really good to know if I actually did want to go down this path of psychology or therapy or anything like that.
Yeah. Woo!